So, Tony, what's in the skies in October?
I don't know. What do you think?
Excellent. That was a short sky report.
That was.
Well, if you've been coming to sky reports for the last 6 months or so, I've always told you to look for Saturn in the southern sky. But actually, the time to see Saturn is about to run out.
No.
So actually, in this view, which is like about 9 o'clock in the middle of the month, Saturn will already be gone. But we can see it briefly in the southwest for the next couple weeks. And go to the next. This is actually a recent image taken by an amateur astronomer in Japan. This is done by just combining thousands of video frames, and the computer kind of averages out the most detail, and just a spectacular image. In the morning sky, if you look off to the eastern sky, for reference, here's the Big Dipper and the North Star, and in the star chart like this, here's east. But there's a bunch of bright objects that you can see just as dawn starts. And these are bright planets and a star. One of them is Venus, and these are, again, recent images of Venus made in a similar way using video. Mars. Now, Mars, traditionally at this point, is so tiny and so far away that in most amateur astronomy guides, you say, well, it's unobservable. It's so tiny that if you were to look at it with a telescope, you definitely wouldn't see any detail on it. But using video techniques, actually we can see currently the polar cap and some of the dark features, which the dark features are not moss or lichen or that stuff that they used to think 150 years ago, but that's actually kind of bare rock where the wind has blown dust off from it, and we see the real color of Mars, at least the rocks. Jupiter is also visible. It's very low in the sky, so even using these advanced techniques, we're still getting blurry images, but that will change soon. But you can see it in this, for instance, the red spot is becoming visible. So those are the morning planets, and what's really neat about them this month, though, is that they're going to come together in a number of groupings, what we call pulses or conjunctions, where they line up north and south of one another. The first, on October 5th, you'll see the crescent moon, and the really bright thing below
October
it.
8th.
I'm sorry, October 8th. I'm looking at the time, 5 a.m. in the morning on October 8th. Well, you'd still see them, but they'll be farther apart from each other, okay? Go ahead to the next picture. We'll introduce all the players here. Venus next to the moon. Jupiter is the second brightest one after Venus, and then Mars is kind of dim, but it does have a distinctive reddish color that you can see. Oh, yes, the other thing that you'll see throughout is the constellation of Leo, the lion, which has a distinctive backwards question mark and a kind of a triangle. It also has a bright star called Regulus. And Venus and Regulus, you see, are close together with the moon. So it'll be one kind of photo op. The next one, wait a night, the moon will have dropped down now close to Mars and Jupiter. So you can actually see these things change. And then after the middle of the month, another kind of spectacular grouping. This is on the 17th, and we'll see Venus, Jupiter are coming closer together, and then Mars will be very, very close to Jupiter. So that's when, if you're up early, like I do get up, you won't want to miss those.
If you're up with the chickens.
That's right. Although my chickens have been very well behaved lately, so they aren't waking me up as much as they used to. But nevertheless, actually, my daughter has to get up for school now, and it's usually dark then, and we're going out and looking at these changes in the sky that are happening now. Oh, and then one other, just to show you what it looks like without the signs, okay? There also is a meteor shower this month, and the conditions are good, again, for it. The moon will set before this one gets going. This is the Orionid shower. It's good from about midnight to dawn. It's near the constellation Orion, where it gets its name. And we're actually looking back at particles that are coming from Halley's Comet. Every year we actually go twice through the comet's orbit, and each time it produces a meteor shower. So this is the Orionids.